It's your buddy Fractured Logic here. So, I've been hearing a commercial on the radio that's just bothering me. It's for a website called IWantMyPhoneCall.com. And you might think, oh, okay, that's cool, that's a lawyer thing, you can get contacted. And the sound principle behind it is okay. They're trying to get that message out there. Hey, they're advertising for the law firm, and that's fine. What I don't like, though, is the fact that they've got a couple of obviously black guys doing a rap about how you need to call these guys whenever you get in trouble if the cops are harassing you. Assault charges, drug charges. Okay. You need a lawyer. You might be innocent. But this just goes back to that extremist idea that cops just pull people over because they're black. That's essentially what this commercial is affirming. It's pandering. And it's insulting to black people. Not every black person that's being harassed by the cops is accused of a drug charge or committing assault. There are a lot of times, plenty of times, when it's white people that need a lawyer. Let's face it, statistically, white people break the law more than black people. Percentage-wise, maybe not. But flat-out numbers-wise, yeah. We're the majority, which means we're the majority of people that commit crimes. Whether you're a good person or a bad person has nothing to do with the amount of melanin in your skin. It has nothing to do with race. If you're a bad person, you're a bad person. Well, let's just say, okay, you're innocent and you just maybe fit the description of a suspect. So the cops pick you up. You're going to need a lawyer. And that's fine. There's cases of mistaken identity all the time. And not just with the racial minority. It happens with white people too. Until I grew out my beard, people mistaked me for other people all the time. All the time. Especially in high school. Because I looked very similar to a lot of other people. It's very generic looking. And I never accused anyone of racial profiling or stereotyping or any of that shit. I just had one of those faces. Now that I've gotten a little older, my face is a little bit more unique. Just simply due to age and stressors and all that stuff. Plus the epic beardness. My whole point is this, is the commercial is pandering, and it's pandering not just to black people, which is insulting. It's pandering to the idea that black people are criminals and they need a lawyer. Or that black people are accused of being criminals and need a lawyer. Anyone who's accused of a crime needs a lawyer. Whether you're guilty or innocent, you should have a lawyer. Because circumstances change. You steal a loaf of bread from a grocery store, maybe it's because you ain't got no damn food and you don't know what else to do. That's just an example. There's all kinds of circumstances. Cops pull you over and they find drugs in your car and they're genuinely not yours. Because somebody who you thought was your friend had drugs in his pocket. When you got out of your car, they fell out. And you never noticed them. That, believe it or not, does happen. That's not a, you know, I mean, people try to use it as an excuse, but it does happen. So yes, whether you're guilty or innocent, you need a lawyer because, you know, the circumstances might be such a thing, blah, blah, blah. Maybe you have smoked pot, you know, and then they catch you with pot in your car, but going back to that scenario, even though, yes, you are guilty of smoking pot, that was not your pot. So you need a lawyer to defend you. Like, Your Honor, this was not his drugs, blah, 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 blah. So, you know, you might be guilty of something, but not necessarily the crime you're charged with. So you need a lawyer. If you're innocent, you definitely need a lawyer. Because there have been several cases in the news in the last 20 years or so of people finally being released because DNA evidence now confirms that so-and-so is innocent. Or, you know, so-and-so was found innocent because this other so-and-so turned up and confessed to the crime, and it's been confirmed because it fits their MO. These things do happen. So yes, you do need a lawyer. I have no problem with this, you know, with this law firm using IwantMyPhoneCall.com to try and generate business. That's fine. It's marketing. What I have a problem with is the profiling and pandering of the commercial. I've listened very carefully to the words and the tone and everything else, and that's exactly what it is. It is a racist radio commercial. You guys know me, I don't lean to the left or lean to the right. I try to stay in the middle and be objective and really see things for what they are. It's a bad commercial. Bad commercial. You know, they could just leave it at, you need a lawyer, IwantMyPhoneCall.com. Bam, done. Not this fucking rap talking about assault charges and drug charges and shit. What if you ran a red light, but it was entirely by accident, and you got pulled over and you got a ticket? You still need a lawyer. The fact that they're pandering to the black criminal element, it's ridiculous. They're just affirming the shit that people are trying to fight these days. This perceived notion of inequality, this perceived notion of white cops targeting innocent blacks. They're perpetuating that with that commercial. And it sucks. Because I know plenty of black people. They ain't criminals. They're good people. My best friend on this planet is in the National Guard, has been deployed as a veteran, and he's black. He's a good guy. He's not a criminal. Black people are not criminals. Stop perpetuating this idea, because that's what's making people angry. You know, I mean, it has, yes, gone to the extreme and gotten to the point where it's like, oh, if you're black, you better be careful because, you know, everybody's going to be out to get you. That's not true. That's paranoid delusion. But unfortunately, that's where we're at right now. There's a certain part of the population that firmly believes that, you know, black people are being targeted as criminals even when they're not. And believe it or not, a lot of those people are actually white. You know, you can't have a large movement without the racial majority being involved in it. I don't know. Toodles.